moving forward, now I have already discussed about the topic that we need to know in chapter 2, that means for 2.1 exercise. So if as we are studying math, so finally we need to solve math. So yes, ultimately we have reached our exercise. Now we will solve our exercise math. So these are very simple, more simple than that of chapter 1. Like in chapter 1 we have a very huge calculations and stuff, but in this chapter these are very conceptual. If you just are clear about the fact or theory that we have learned, then congratulations, you already learned about the math. So yes, let's just solve this. So express the following pairs of numbers as the ratio of the first and second quantities. So the rule is we have to express for expressing in the form of ratio of the first and second quantities. The first thing we need to do, like for A, like 25 is to 35. Quite simple, but there is a thing that we can't keep in the form of 25 and 35 because they can be factorized. So in case of ratio, we compare in order to just keep the comparison term in very small digits, small value of number in order so that we can remember. But if we just keep like 25 is to 35, then it's wise to just have the difference like 35 minus 25, that 10. But in the ratio, we need to deal with the smallest term, smallest possible rational term. That means the form of prime factor, you can say, like in the form of co-prime factors. Yes, that means 25 and 35 needs to be co-prime. That means the antecedent and consequent can have common factor. So what we will do, we will first write in the form of factorization, that means in the form of factor. Then we will write 5 by 7, and ultimately we will write it in the form of 5 is to 7. So this is our answer. Similarly, let's solve another one. Let's solve number C. So here we can see 1 year, 2 months and 7 months. That means 1 year, 2 months is to 7 months equal to 1 year equal to 12 months. Therefore, 1 year plus 2 months equal to 14 months. So it's a very easy calculation. I'm just showing it in the back side. So 14 month is to 7 month. Now we will write in the form of 14 by 7. Then we will cut it into 2 is to 1. That 2 by 1. Then we can see the ratio is 2 is to 1. So very easy, very easy. So in this way you will solve the other ones. Okay, so simplify the following ratios. So here we will have to do the thing that we have already done. That is just to simplify, like number A, 9 is to 12. We will write 9 by 12. Then we can factorize it by dividing by 3. 3 by 4. Then 3 by 4. And finally 3 is to 4. Let's do another one like this one. So number D, 65 is to 26. 65 by 26. If we cut by 13, we can see it will be 5. 13 5, you can check. Yes, 13 5 is the 65. So, and 13 2 the 26. So 2, 5 by 2. So it will be 5 is to 2, and it's the simplified form. So these type of math actually come for MCQ. So these are for MCQ. This one also, this type of math comes for MCQ. This will not come for CQ. So moving forward, fill in the gaps of the following equivalent ratios. So here we have to find out, we need to fill up the gaps, these gaps. So let's take number A. So So 2 is to 3 equal to 8 is to something. Let's turn the box as x. Okay. So in the next line we can write like 2 by 3 equal to 8 by x. So it actually formed an equation. So let me make you understand a little bit about equation. So for solving this type of equation, what you will need to do, you will just multiply crosswise. Like you can multiply this with this with this. Like 2 into x equal to, we will keep the equal sign as it is, and 8 into 3. It's basically the thing that is in this side. When it will go to that side, the sign will be changed. That means for if it is division, we will get multiplication. We will do multiplication on the opposite side, and if it's multiplication, we will do division. If it's minus, we will do plus, and if it's plus, we will do minus. In this way, our equational sign are changed. That means when we exchange the sign, we just exchange. If we exchange the sign, we just exchange the sign also. That means x is in the form of division here. It will just and also the thing that is here as numerator or denominator will come here as numerator, and the thing that is here as denominator will go there as numerator. And we all know 8 is in the divisional. You can also remember in this way, but basically it is here like this, 8 divided by x, and here it is like it's separate. I am separating this here, and it's like 2 divided by 3. So if we just exchange the sign of these two, we can write, if we put these things in this side, we will write x is in the form of division. So we if we put here, we will write 2 is as it is, and 2 into x. Okay, let's just make a bit clear so that it will not be confused. So 8, we will just keep 8 as it is. 3 is here as in the form of division. So if we just put it here, it will be multiplication, because there is division. If we exchange the side, multiplication will be division. Division will be multiplication, and 2 will be as it is. And I want to put the x over here. So since there is a division sign here, we will exchange a sign, and it will be multiplication. So I hope you are a bit clear about the thing. Yes. So let's just make clear these things. So now we will solve it. 2 into x, 2 multiplied to x, we will keep 2x. Then 8 into 3. Again we will exchange the sign. We will keep x, because x is our record box that we need to find. Let's consider it as x. So if it is x, then I want to keep this 2 here. So I think it's not necessary to write that line. You will learn about this in higher classes. So let's just keep x here. So we will exchange the side. Since there is multiplication after 2 is in the form of multiplication, so it will go as division. That means it's here in the place of numerator. So after we exchange the sign, it will go in the denominator. So now x will be 8 3 is 24 by 2. X will be 12. So 2 is to 3 equal to 8 is to 12. So we can see we know equivalent ratios are said to be those ratios if we multiply both the antecedent and subconsequent, or divide then by a certain number we will get back the same thing. That means in this case if we multiply both sides by 4, we are getting this. Also, if we divide by 4 in both sides, we are getting this. So these are equivalent ratios to each other. Similarly, all these things can be done. Like we can just do in without any calculation. I have shown the calculation, that is for if the math came for like 4 marks, then you will do like so. But if it came as normal MCQ, you can do by just simply, like here you can see there is 36, there 6 is 36 times, 36 is 6 times to the 6, that means there is a multiplication of 6. So easily the antecedent will also be multiplied by 6, that means 5 6 is 30. Similarly, you can see 7 and 42, so it's 6 times, that means 7 6 is 42. So the thing that will be in this box will be multiplied by 6 and it will be 54. That means we need to divide 56 by 54, that is, there will be 9. So 7 is to 9. So very easy type of math. Okay, so moving forward, it's actually same thing that we have done already. So the ratio of length and breadth of a hall room is 2:5. Putting the possible values of length and breadth in the gaps, complete the following table. So here ratios are in the ratios. The values are in the ratio 2:5. That means if it is 2 times, it will be 5 times. So we can see if we divide 10 by 2, that means 5. That means the primary digit upon which the ratio is determined is 5. So 5 into 2 we get 10, and 5 into 5 we get 25. Again 2:5, if it's 50. So 50 is in the ratio of 5. That means 2:5 equal to box is to 50. So if we multiply 5 into 10, we are getting 50. So 2 will be also multiplied by 10. So it will be 20. So our answer will be 20 here. Again for 40 is to blank. So 2:5 equal to 40 is to box. That means here we can see there is a multiplication of 20. So it will also be the multiplication of 20, that is 100. So here we will have 100. Then again 2:5 equal to box is to 100. So here we can see there is a multiplication of, okay, there is 200 actually. So there is 200. There is a multiplication of 4. So 40. So we will also multiplicate 40 here. So it will be 80. So 80. And finally, this will be 2:5 equal to 160 is to box. So here there is a multiplication of 80. So there will also be multiplication of 80, that is 400. So it will be 400. It's very easy. This type of math are just given to make you more clear. Basically, this type of math doesn't come in case of CQ, but yes. So I want to show you another thing, that is for when we will solve problems like what problem in this type of math. So for this it's very easy to compare, but when you are given very big numbers, then what you will do is, we are given a certain ratio and we are given with one side, like if we are given only 50, that means the ratio with 50, that means, so what we will do, you will just add the ratios, that is 2 plus 5 will be equal to 7. So here we have 5 by 7 equal to 5 by 7 equal to the ratio with term 50 will be put as it is, and 7 will be the equal to the summation of both. So we have previously determined that the breadth has 20, so 20 plus 50, the total will be written here. So you can see that it is like this. So if in case of word problems, basically this value, one of the value will not be given, you will be given the total length. So in that case, you will add the ratio first, then the thing that is given, we will have to find this by forming the same equation. Like this is x, you will just write 5 into 70 and 7 into x. So from this you will easily find out the value of x. So in case of word problems, you will do this.